supposed to be awful. The weather should be gray, rainy gray, snow gray, horrible gray. Every day it just gets grayer and grayer. You finally call up your boss and go, I'm not coming in. Boss goes, why? You sick? No. It's too gray. I don't know if it's dawn or dusk. Why does the sun bother to come out? And then you wake up on Valentine's Day, and it's so gray out, you actually look at your wrist and think, hey, maybe I should slit them to see color. Valentine's Day, talk about a bogus holiday, totally made up. The holiday of love. Why would you make the holiday of love, why would you put it in the most depressing month of the year? To remind people they're alone? Even if you're in love, it's just awful. Honey, do you love me? I can't tell, I got the flu. Flu season, no, it's wrong. And don't ever, 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 ever get a flu shot. At least they're free up here. But don't get one. I'm serious. Every year they scare you into it and don't do it. What a flu shot does, it gives you a cold for 365 days. And that way you never get the flu because you always have a cold. I like it when I have a cold though because I get to take my favorite drug, NyQuil. I love that stuff. Why would you do anything else? Robitussin, non-narcotic, sissy pansy. NyQuil is 180 proof. It doesn't get any better than that. It's the moonshine of medicine. See, when I got a cold, I want something that'll screw me up. Because that way the blur seems interesting. NyQuil's the best. It comes in 2 colors, red and green. It's the only thing on the planet that tastes like red and green. There's a daytime NyQuil, there's a nighttime NyQuil. Why don't you drink either one you want? Because your cold doesn't care what time it is. God, do they think we're stupid? First time I did NyQuil was 1977. It came on the market, I was there. I said, give me that. It has a nurse's cap on it, get rid of it. I drank the whole thing. Back then they didn't say you shouldn't be operating farm equipment. I woke up 3 days later. I was in Rockville, Maryland, a city I had never been in. I was standing in front of a courthouse and I'd married a woman I'd never met. But I could breathe again. Weather's been nuts for a long time and nobody seems to care about it. 10 years ago, I was in Boston, Massachusetts, and in 4 days, I experienced 5 seasons. It was 30, it was 60, it was 90, then it was 12. And on the last day, there was thunder, lightning, and snow together. They don't even write about that kind of weather in the Bible. And I imagine if a prophet had seen that kind of weather, after he wiped the poop out of his pants, he'd have told us about it. I was supposed to work that night. I said, I'm not coming in. I'm scared to death. Because I know what the next season's going to be, locusts. And there will come a time, mark my words, where there will be a season where just great big giant frogs fall from the sky. You'll wake up one morning and your weatherman will be on TV standing in a field and frogs will be bouncing off his head. He'll be going, giant frogs, what can I say? Back to you. Now the reason the weather is nuts is everybody knows why. It's because we lost the ozone layer. Well, let's do something about it. We've got men, we've got rockets, we've got saran wrap. Fix it! The only thing we've come up with to deal with the fact that we don't have an ozone layer is sunblock. And I don't trust that stuff at all. Because the people who told us about sunblock are the same people who said eggs are good. And then they said eggs were bad. And then they said they were good, and then they were bad. The yellows may not be good. The white, make up your mind! It's breakfast, I gotta eat! I use Crisco. Much better than sunblock. You can share it with everybody. And with Crisco, you never get burnt, because when you start to sizzle, you move your ass. I'd like to say that I'm thrilled to be up here. I'm thrilled to have been invited to perform for you. It's great, and it's very, very important for Americans to leave their country at least once a year. Because otherwise, Americans start to believe they have a culture. But you folks live near us. You probably know better than any other country on the planet that we're out of our minds. And you tolerate it, which is nice of you, because the people in my country are crazy. 39 of them killed themselves in San Diego in order to go to a spaceship that didn't exist. Please, 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 you have a standing army. Do us a favor. Do it for me. Do it for yourselves. Do it for everybody. Invade us.
The doctor goes, "Hey, Mr. Cohn, is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, if I'm supposed to feel that in my ass."
Sinulla on makusi, tarpeesi ja toiveesi. Ja meillä on sinun autosi. Autotalli.com.
Sä nousit